Dear students, good morning. Today we are going to learn in science the fourth unit, sorting materials into groups. Okay. So what is the unit name? Sorting materials into groups. So sorting is nothing but it is a distinguishing. Distinguishing means separating or dividing. So how do we divide or separate the materials into groups, and why we have to separate, why we have to distinguish, why we have to divide the materials into groups. So here materials are there, and why we need to sorting, why sorting, why we need to sort, because there are two purposes. Because of two purposes we need to sort the materials. So one purpose is similar type of materials, to know the similar type of materials. Which are the materials are similar? If we divide and separate it, then we know which are the materials are similar type, and we can put it together and we can study on that. Okay. Then the next purpose is it will make us convenient to study their properties. When we put together all same properties of materials, then it will be easy for us to study their properties of the materials. So for these two purposes, we are dividing the materials. Okay, we are separating the materials. Now let us talk about the materials are sorted or separated or divided based on the transparency. So the materials are distinguished or separated based on their transparency. Transparency means which we can see through the materials. Okay. Transparency means through which we can see. Okay. So the transparency, the materials also categorized based on their transparency. Again the materials are categorized based on their transparent. They are divided into again three categories. The transparency materials are again divided into three categories. They are transparent materials, translucent materials, and opaque materials. So they are divided into three types of materials, categorized into three types of materials. Okay. Now first let us see transparent materials. Which are the transparent materials? First of all, what do you mean by transparent materials? The light through which it can pass through. Here the transparent means the light through which it can pass through. So for example, if we take air, water, glass. So here the light can pass through very clearly through air, through water, through glass. Is it not? It's very transparent materials, all this air also we cannot see, but the light can pass through air, pass through water, and pass through glass. So next let us take translucent materials. What do you mean by translucent materials? The light can pass through very partially through these materials. So here the light can pass through very little, not fully as we see here. Here the light cannot pass through clearly. Partially it can pass through. That means very little the light can pass through through these materials. They are, for example, if we take butter paper and only one oily patch paper. So when we take butter, you just apply to the paper butter or oil, and just take that paper and just keep towards the light and just observe it. And what do you see? Do you see this light very clearly? No, we cannot see the light very clearly. We can see very partially, we can see the light. So this is called translucent materials. Then next we shall go to opaque materials. So next we shall go to opaque materials. They are third categories. They are third category, opaque materials. So opaque materials, example for opaque materials are, here opaque means the light cannot pass through with this through these materials. Here, through these materials, the light cannot pass through at all. Not even little light can pass through. So, for example, that is called opaque materials. Okay. For example, for opaque materials are wooden box and hand. Can a light pass through hand? No. If we keep the hand towards the light, we cannot see the light shine. We cannot see the light, is it not? And in the same way, wooden box. If we keep towards the light, the wooden box, we cannot see the wooden box. We cannot see the light also, because the wooden box is blocking the light. So that is called opaque materials. Now let us see water. Now let us talk about water. So what do you see here? The materials are categorized again based on water. So water is again the categorized into two. That is may float or sink. So in the water, some materials may float. Some materials sink in the water, is it not? So, which are the materials can float? Which are the materials can be float? For example, if we take dried leaves, is it not? The dried leaves will be float on the water. Why? Because the dried leaves are very light in weight. Light in weight. So, that's why it can float on the water. Why it floats on water, these dried leaves? Because they are lighter than water. Because the dried leaves are lighter than water. So that's why it can float on water. Then the water again categorized into two. That is one float on water, then sink. Then here in the water, some materials can be sink. Some materials can sink in the water. Which are the materials can sink in the water? For example, stone, small nails, all this can be sink in the water. Is it not? Stone, if you put in the water, then it doesn't float on the water, no? It sink in the water. Yes. So, the water can be categorized into float in the water and sink in the water. Okay. Now, let us go to soluble in water. Now let us talk about soluble in water. Which are the materials can be soluble? Soluble means which can be dissolved in water. Which materials can be dissolved in water? Again, these are categorized into three groups. Depending based on the soluble, the materials based on the soluble in water, they are categorized into three: solid, liquid, gas. Okay. Some solid things, some solid materials can be soluble in the water. Some materials, liquid materials can be soluble in the water. Some gas materials can be soluble in water. What are the solid that materials can be soluble in water? They are sugar. Sugar is solid, no? It is not a gas or liquid, no? It is a solid. Hard, it is a hard. When we touch, it is a hard. So, it is soluble. Then when we put the sugar in the water, it is soluble. Soluble means it mixes in the water. Fully it mixes in the water, and no more we can see the sugar in the water. So, sugar will be fully mixes in the water and it becomes a sugar solution. We cannot separate against sugar and water. So that is a solid. For solid example is a sugar solution. The next one is a liquid. So when we take liquid, the liquid which is soluble in water is acetic acid. Acetic acid also can soluble in water. It can mixes with the water very clearly. Okay. Then acetic acid, then sugar water, just we have seen here. Then lemon juice. Lemon juice also it can soluble. It can mixes well in the water. The next we shall see gas. So which gas can be soluble in water is oxygen. Oxygen gas clearly it can soluble. It can mixes very clearly in the water. So that is three categories. Soluble, based on the soluble in water, they are categorized into three: solid, liquid, gas. We have seen the examples also. Okay, now let's go to the insoluble. which are the materials are insoluble in water. So for example, if we take sand and metals are insoluble in water. That means sand means, you see, no, sand, this sand, it will not mix in the water, is it not? When you put in this sand in the water, it cannot mix in the water, it cannot dissolve in the water. And also metals. So these two examples are for the insoluble. So these two are examples for the insoluble materials, substances. Okay. Now let's go to the substances based on the texture. So we have divided the substances based on the structures. These are the substances based on the structure. They are categorized, they are divided. What are the lustrous material is one, then non-lustrous, then hardness, soft, rough, smooth. So the materials are categorized or divided in based on the lustrous, based on the non-lustrous, based on the hardness, based on the soft, based on rough, based on smooth. So the materials are categorized or divided into lustrous. Lustrous means the materials which shines very well. So the materials which shines, they are called lustrous substances or materials. For example, gold and copper. So they shine. Okay. Then non-lustrous means which do not shine. So the materials which do not shine, they are called non-lustrous materials or substances. For example, wood and cardboard. Then wood and cardboard, we cannot, it will not shine, no, is it not? Wood and cardboard doesn't shine. So they comes under non-lustrous. Then third one is hardness. So it is hard to bend or mold. Hard to touch, and we cannot bend or mold this substances, very hard. For example, if we take gold and diamond, so when we touch it, we cannot bend or mold it. It's very hard to touch. Okay. Then soft materials or soft substances, they are easy to bend and easy to mold. So these materials, the soft materials, are easy to bend and easy to mold. They are, for example, cotton and sponge. We can mold them very easily, and we can bend them very easily. Sponge and cotton, is it not? Okay. Next, rough to touch. Some materials are very rough to touch. When we take into the hand, it's very rough to touch. For example, if we take sandpaper. Have you observed at any time sandpaper? Have you touched and see? So if you are not, you just it is available, you can touch and see the sandpaper, how it is rough to touch. So then next, smooth. The materials which are smooth, they are smooth to touch. Some materials are smooth to touch. So they are skin and silk. So some materials are very smooth to touch. For example, skin and silk. Yes, students. So on this basis, the metals are sorted. So all this basis, the metals are sorted. Now let's go to the why sorting. Now just revise the lesson. I have taught you lesson fully. I completed the lesson. Just we go and revise the lesson. Oh, so why do we sort the materials? Why do we sort? Because all the similar properties at one place. To put all the similar properties, the materials which have same properties, to put together, it will be easy to put together, and it becomes convenient to study. So when we put together, then it will be easy to study. So what are the materials that are based on light transparency? Just we have seen. So some materials are based on light transparency. So what are the materials are based on light transparency? Transparent, translucent, opaque. We have just seen, no? So we have seen the transparent materials are glass, translucent materials are butter paper, opaque materials are wood. That means transparent means where the light can pass through very clearly, glass. where the light cannot pass through. Cannot means it can pass through only little, that is partially, that is translucent butter paper. Opaque means where the light cannot pass through at all. So that is the example wood. So in wood we cannot see the light cannot pass through the wood. Then again the materials sorted based on solubility. So here the materials are based on solubility, like soluble in water, insoluble in water. So soluble in water, which are the materials are dissolved in water or mixed in the water? Salt, sugar, oxygen, vinegar. And which are the materials do not dissolve in water are wood and glass. Then we shall see we have materials based on their texture. So shiny and non-shiny, rough and smooth, we have seen before, just before. So this is the we have revised the lesson. So now we shall see the flow chart. With this chart, in this chart we can see the whole lesson what we have completed. Just observe this flow chart. Materials can be categorized based on their light, texture, toughness and solubility. Together with this, if you learn only this flow chart, this much, you can remember the whole lesson. It's very easy lesson and it's very small lesson. Okay. We can include the whole entire chapter is included in this flow chart. So materials can be categorized based on their light, based on their light, based on their texture, based on their toughness and based on their solubility. Light means transparent, translucent, opaque. Then texture, shiny or non-shiny, rough and smooth. Toughness, hard, softness, and solubility is soluble, insoluble. So transparent we have seen glass. Glass is the example for the transparent substance. Translucent we have seen example for the translucent is butter paper. Opaque, for opaque materials example is wood. Shiny we have seen gold. The materials which shines is gold. Non-shiny is we have seen wood and cardboard. Okay. Then rough we have seen sandpaper. Then smooth. Then for smooth materials we have taken the example of skin and silk. Then hard to touch. So for hard we have taken it is very hard to touch. So sandpaper. Rough to touch is sandpaper. Hard to touch is gold and diamond. Then softness we have seen the materials which are soft. Example is this one, cotton and sponge. Then soluble in water. We have seen the materials which is soluble in water. Okay, which dissolves in water, and insoluble in water we have seen very clearly before. So dear children, so I have completed this lesson with this explanation. So please go through the lesson, read the lesson and understand the lesson, and go through this this one what I have written and explained to you. If you do not understand anything, please ask me. Thank you.